In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to multiply a fraction or mixed number by a whole number. Here's our first example. 3 times 2/3. We can say this as 3 groups of 2/3. Now let's use a model to help us solve. We're going to show 3 groups of 2/3. This is one group of 2/3. That is equal to 2/3. Now let's show 2 groups of 2/3. So I have a total of 4 thirds. Now let's show 3 groups of 2/3, and I have a total of 6 thirds. So 3 times 2/3 equals 6 thirds. Now let's look at 2 times 3/5. 2 groups of 3/5. We're going to show 2 groups of 3/5. Here's our first group. One group of 3/5 is equal to 3/5. And 2 groups is a total of 6/5. So 2 times 3/5 equals 6/5. Let's model it again. 4 times 2/4. Let's show 4 groups of 2/4. Here's our first group of 2/4. Our second group of 2/4, which gives us a total of 4/4. Our third group of 2/4, which gives us a total of 6/4. And our fourth group of 2/4, which gives us a total of 8/4. So 4 times 2/4 equals 8/4. Now we can do this without using a model. Let's try 2 times 3/7. First, we need to write 2 as a fraction. To do this, we write 2 over 1. Now we can multiply it by 3/7. 2 over 1 times 3 over 7. We start by multiplying our numerators. 2 times 3 equals 6. 1 times 7 equals 7. So 2 times 3/7 equals 6/7. Take a look at this example. 5 times 2/8. Again, we are going to write 5 as a fraction. 5 over 1. Now we can multiply the numerators and then the denominators. 5 times 2 equals 10. 1 times 8 equals 8. So 5 times 2/8 equals 10/8. Now let's try multiplying a whole number times a mixed number. We'll first write our whole number as a fraction. So 2 over 1 times 1 and 4/8. We need to write 1 and 4/8 as a fraction. 1 and 4/8. First, we'll multiply 8 by the whole number. 8 times 1 is 8, plus our numerator, which is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12, and we keep our same denominator. We put it over 8. So 12/8 is equivalent to 1 and 4/8. So now let's solve. 2 over 1 times 12/8. We'll multiply our numerators. 2 times 12 equals 24, and 1 times 8 equals 8. So 2 times 1 4/8 equals 24/8. Let's try another example multiplying a whole number times a mixed number. 5 times 2 3/6. First we'll write 5 as a fraction. Next we'll write 2 3/6 as a fraction. We'll multiply 6 times 2, which is 12, and then we'll add 3. We'll get 15, and we keep our denominator the same, so 15/6. Now we can multiply. We'll start with our numerator. 5 times 15 equals 75. 1 times 6 equals 6. So 5 times 2 3/6 equals 75/6. This concludes our lesson on multiplying a fraction or mixed number by a whole number.